Hey YouTube, it's Lou, also known as the Homemade Game Guru. It's been a while since I put a video up. It's been a long while. I've been busy with my company and I'm very happy with how things are growing. I know it's a recession going on, but I'm able to still make sales, so I'm happy about that. But I'm actually bringing up a video that's more of a social commentary. It's actually completely different than most of the videos I put up. Simply because A, I've seen this subject matter on YouTube already. A lot of people are talking about what I'm about to talk about. And two, a buddy of mine actually came up and asked me some questions because he's going through this situation with a girl that he likes. So this is a social commentary on relationships, but more specifically, the words that every guy dreads to hear. The term, I can't date you because you're too nice. And what I want to do is kind of add to the discussion and pretty much put out there exactly what that means. Like, of course, everyone has their own views and commentary on this, but I have a lot of close female friends. I have my girlfriend, the love of my life, who's an amazing Jamaican woman who, thinks just like me. And I guess that's why we get along so well. But I got her input. I have four sisters. I got their input as well. And even going in my life, because when my friend told me about being told this, I laughed. And at first he got pissed off at me. He's like, why are you laughing about this? But I explained that I've actually been told this twice. You see, when I was younger, I'm 33 right now, but when I was younger in high school and in college, I was told the exact same line twice. Two different girls, one by a black girl, one by a white girl. And it was the second time when I was told that, when I was a little bit older in college, that I really put it to the girl who told me that like, how can you tell me that I'm too nice and then reject me? It's like she liked cake, and I go, have you ever had a cake where you went, you bought it, you took one bite, and it's like, this is so delicious, but now I gotta throw it into the garbage because it's too delicious? Have you ever driven a car that handles perfectly? Like, you've never driven a car so amazing, it's in your price range, person's giving it away to you, and then you look back at the person and say, no, I can't take this car. It drives too well. And it used to confuse me. Like, I'll be honest, I'm a geek, and I take no shame in that. I'm a nerd, a geek, whatever you want to call me. I always got good grades. I've always been a nice and decent person. I watch Star Trek religiously. I'm fine with that because, geeks run this world. Bill Gates is a geek. Rupert Murdoch is a geek. The guy who owns Virgin's a geek. And I have my own business, and so I'm proud of what I've gone through. My girlfriend's a geek. But I know my geekiness played into it when I was told this kind of stuff. And it's, through when, again, coming up to the present, when my friend told me that he got the same speech, that, he's an educated brother himself, has a university degree, nice and respectful, no gangster nonsense, and he went up to this Guyanese girl that he really likes, and she told him flat out that, you are a nice, sweet, amazing guy, I like you as a friend, but, you're just too nice. And then he called me up and he's all confused. So I explained to him what the hell too nice means. Too nice is a nice, in the mind of the girls who use it, it's a nice form of rejection. No one wants to look like a bitch. No one wants to look cold-hearted and tell you that, I'm not physically attracted to you, or you're broke, or you just don't do it for me, you're not badass enough, or whatever the excuse is, whatever it is they really are attracted to. Telling you that you're too nice is just a nice, in the mind of the person who's rejecting you, it's a nice way of putting you down. What they don't realize is that it's actually counterproductive, and it actually makes things worse because it leads to confusion. Because for us men, we've always been taught, again, grew up with four sisters. My mother and my grandmother are the strongest influences in my life, and I was taught by all of them from when I was a little kid that to be the nice good guy is what girls want. And then for me to go through it twice, to be told, well, you're too nice, so that's why I can't date you. I was confused just as my friend is confused now. But as you grow and mature and you date more and you talk to women more and you make, good female friends, which is also important. You got to have some best friends who are, platonic relationships, but are female, they add a lot of perspective. And you realize that, women just don't want to look bad. They want to actually put you down, but in a way that you still feel good about yourself. But like I said, when you're told that you know, you're too nice, it causes confusion because it's like, what, do I have to be an asshole then to get with you? And what is actually funny, or I shouldn't say funny, it's actually quite sad, is both girls who told me that I was too nice to date them, the guy that they actually ended up dating after they rejected me, the first one, the black girl, he pretty much beat her and then impregnated her, left her with a child, and took off. The second girl, she was in a verbally abusive relationship. The white girl, she was verbally abusive relationship. So I found it interesting that even though they thought I was so nice, by their own admission, this is not my own hubris, this is by their own admission, I was too nice to date, the guys they dated instead were some of the worst assholes you could possibly imagine. I find that interesting as well, because I also look at women as nurturers. You know, I'm not going to bash women. Women are important to our lives. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women. And like I said, I respect my sisters and my girlfriend and the women out there. But a lot of women are attracted to bad boys, rude boys. As much as you don't want to admit, that attraction is there. And I find that girls who use the nice guy excuse to turn down someone that they're interested in, it's because they really have attraction to the worst type of guys. Oh, that's my phone. Hold on a sec.